Welcome back, everybody. This is Rick, Sutton Drone Solutions. It's the end of March here, and we're trying to get some clover seeded into some pasture and hay ground. Weather's not cooperating with us this weekend, but we got a couple varieties of clover. One is medium red clover, and the other says on the label Alice white clover, and we're going to do like a 60-40 blend on that. Less than ideal conditions to get out there, a little bit muddy and a little bit soft. So we're going to see if we can find out and do some mixing, do some calibrations, and go from there.
It's supposed to be spreading seed, but the weather is working against us today. See the raindrops? Yeah. Oh boy, Kyle. So this was the stuff you had a hard time getting a hold of, though? Like, why do you think it was so hard for them to get it in?
Well, they put the wrong bags on the pallet when they did the original. I don't know what, one of them was bad, and I don't know which one it was. They're both hybrids.
Okay.
Here, this is a 40-20?
Drove it home in the rain.
Oh, wow.
Calvert's.
From Lapeer to here, what, maybe 35 minutes?
18. Well,
18, okay.
It's about
Well,
18 miles.
yeah, I guess it would probably be a lot slower when we're talking tractor, driving the tractor from
I was
Lapeer,
going
but.
pretty fast. I was going as fast as it go.
And how fast does it go?
17, 18 mile an hour.
Oh, wow. What's that one there? What's that
That one's a
green
30.
tractor? This one's a 30-20? And how long you had that one?
10, 12 years.
Oh, okay.
Time goes so fast.
Do you use all of your tractors?
Yeah.
That's nice. I like seeing the equipment working, not just sitting collecting dust. But you do sweet corn?
Used to do a lot of it. Before the bakery, we'd done a lot of sweet corn.
Okay. That one's in really nice shape. Or is it just me?
My fertilizer hoppers are all rotted out.
Man, oh man, look at that.
Okay, yeah.
Doing the logos on it, look good. Whew. It's,
And actually, almost put some more back into that. They pounded it.
on our way to the field, looks like somebody lost their load. That's all right, we know whose it is. We'll get it back to them. Thanks, Kyle, good work. Woo! Hello. Is he okay? Okay. Hey, girl. Did you lose something? Is this bear yours?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Is it like half black bear, half brown bear? Gotta watch out. You can barely see it, but there's the fencing right there. See a little bit better there. So, you know, we got a landing zone, so it won't be so bad, but good to know about it.
Yeah, we'll see what we can get. Drizzling on and off, so it cleared up. Now it's drizzling again. But I hate to mix up a whole batch and not be able to get it split out.
So what are the benefits of frost seeding for a farmer?
No tracks in the mud.
Okay, and what are we frost seeding today? What seed are we using?
Clover, red clover and Alice white.
Okay, so how come you decided to go with those two seeds?
They're hybrid. They get
Okay.
taller and dry better,
Okay,
more leaves,
okay. Why does that benefit you on your farm?
more feed.
For your cows?
Right,
Do you have beef cattle?
right.
Okay,
We done
gotcha.
the cover crop when the leaves were still yellow.
Okay,
The rye went down and then the leaves covered the rye.
okay,
Frost seeding, the frost sucks the seed down into the, make contact with the dirt.
gotcha,
The thawing, freezing and thawing.
gotcha.
So we got a few more days of freezing coming.
Yeah, we're just at the tail end of it, aren't we?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. We're waiting on some seed to come in, and for Rick and I to get back from the drone conference, but we made it. We're here. It's getting done.
You say drunk conference?
Drone conference. Getting rained out. Got about half done. You see the rain coming down? Yeah, getting my camera all wet.
You're fine if I just keep the seed with me, and we get a little break in the weather, we'll be right out. So hopefully, and then that'll work out all right, because I'll get those other little plots mapped out. That one up there I didn't have, and the one on to the east over there. So I'll get those mapped out and then linked up to both controllers, and then we won't be having to stand out in the rain and do it, or out in the field.
We got rained out. It is what it is. You just have to deal with it.
I'm glad we got accomplished what we did, because the weather was not working with us today, and we're kind of behind schedule with this project and waiting for some seed to arrive, and we really want to get this taken care of so we can get it established. We've got everything with us, and we've got all of our maps and plan in place to get the rest of it done, so it'll go much smoother. We got our calibrations done, which seems to be the biggest headache. So, but we were applying right on target, so that was going well, and excited to get this customer taken care of.
I think one of the things too is, so last year during this time we were not doing this frost seeding. This is, I wouldn't say it's new to us because we did cover crop, but working in this cold of weather is affecting the batteries. So, and us as people, because it's cold outside, so we're working in the cold, right? But I think something we'll be more prepared for next year is making sure we have a good spreading setup on the new trailer. When you kind of say that,
right?
like,
Yeah,
you're learning new things, what you need to do to adjust it to make the job go a little bit easier. So, I mean, for the spraying season, we have that under control, but for spreading, since it's a little bit on the newer side, we're learning, like, okay, well, I don't know, things we need to do to make the trailer more efficient for different things.
One disadvantage we had today was we started with only 2 batteries ready to go, and I figured I would get the rest charging while we were doing our calibrations. Well, of course, with it being cooler outside, they weren't fast charging, so we just kind of started and got a slow start, and then never got caught up, and that just continued to cause backups. But it is what it is. We weren't behind. We just weren't as efficient as we were hoping to be. But
we're always learning something new. Every time we go out, we learn something new, something that we might want to do to improve things, or we haven't experienced that before. So not a bad thing, we're always learning.
The T40s have been operating well, so people always ask, what drones are you using? So we've already done a job already prior to this one and didn't have any issues. Well, again today, so we kind of make sure they were functional and operating before we went to the field for this spring season. And again today, no issues. They were operating well. Radars were working well. Obstacle avoidance was working well. Weight sensors were working well. So, maybe I should say knock on wood. I don't have any wood with me, but so we feel good about that. Having gotten them out from the winter time and being able to take off and go and not have to deal with a bunch of glitches. So not that we're saying that won't ever happen, but so far so good. We'll put it that way.
So. shout out to Randy and David.
Yep.
Thanks, you guys. I know
Randy
you've
and
been
David.
watching since the beginning, so I thought you deserve a shout out. All right, and next time we go to conference or farm show, you guys are going with us. You're going to leave the county one of these days. We're going to take you along. All right,
Hey, I will throw something else in there,
Okay.
a little side note that we did learn from the conference. For clover seeding, like we're doing, like 8 to 10 pounds an acre, the smaller drones are much more suited for that because you don't have to carry as much payload and you have longer flight time. So that was something we learned. He said for clover seeding, they're using a T20P or the T25, which is the newer model in the DJI sector anyways. So that was that's what we were doing today. We were, our batteries were running behind. We were running out of battery power, but having lots of payload capacity. So, so just throwing that out there for people if they're curious.
Yeah.
If I had a T20P, I would definitely be using it for clover seeding.
Right.
Or T25, either one. Somebody wants to give me one, I'd use it.
All right. See you guys next time.
Later.